I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time. The CS were all but out of business in São Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were, my illustrious employers, 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was going to look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Nos deslocar! Me abre um caminho! Eu fico de olho em você! Avante!
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place, like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was going to find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. The bastards had me locked in. This was a waste of time. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. If I didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying my eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker. I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
Atira, me dá cobertura! Como lutar contra o exército?
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't going to find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda!
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada! Me dê proteção! Atacar! Isso vai ser mal! Reunido nessa posição! Onde vocês estavam, caralho? Me dê cobertura! Você tá protegido! Caralho! Isso dói!
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. Special Forces painkillers.
Preciso de cobertura!
Vai, caralho, é só aqui!
Como você está? Atirem nele! Me acertaram! Líder cobertura! Pega ele, porra! Aí, cara, você tá legal?
Aqui, não me mata, não me mata! Caralho, caralho, perdi! Beleza, perdi! Essa porra tem que morrer como todo mundo!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine. Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
Puta que pariu! Você tá vivo, velho! Pega ele! Vamos! Vai, avança!
Vamos! Pode pegar ele, porra!
Vamos acabar com essa merda agora!
Vamos indo! Se estiver na
Beleza,
linha,
rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor! Ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Avançar!
You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
Eu vou lá, me cobre!
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
What are you hoping to achieve here? You have served your purpose! This is where it ends!
Those ceiling tiles looked kinda loose. It was worth a shot.
Do you even see what a joke you are? I'll think of you when I get promotion! You are doing so well! You had to go and spoil it!
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything! Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good fellow. Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in. I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work. For my family. And for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep. So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club.
Ei! Parado aí!
My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards. Now that I've made it through check-in, come on, you bastards.
Segue em frente! Pega ele! Fogo! Caralho! Isso dói! Atire nele! Agora! Vai, acabe com esse filho da puta! Vai, 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 vai! Ele me pegou! Ele me pegou! Ah, é só isso? Você não consegue se esconder, cabaço! Vou encontrar um túmulo pra você!
It felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Bota um tiro! Me dá cobertura! Tô na proteção! Você tá vivo, velho? Acabou, playboy! Ninguém se mete com a UF! Você é um cara morto, porra! Quem vai te enterrar, meu?
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet.
Não aceite pacotes estranhos. Fique alerta.
The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. Nothing was happening back here. I had to get to where the action was. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of Compliment, but one I didn't need.
Atire nele! Agora!
Em caso de emergência, por favor, mantenha calma. Por favor, conduzam crianças, idosos ou deficientes até a próxima saída de emergência. Devido à emergência, todas as bagagens estão sendo metidas. Por favor, dirijam-se até a próxima saída e aguardem maiores instruções de como recuperar sua bagagem.
Abre fogo! Fique alerta! Vasculhe a área! Atire no buraco! Cheque enquanto você está dentro!
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
E aí, fera? Prova um pouquinho disso aqui! Pega essa porra aí, seus trouxas!
How'd you get those things past the TSA?
Pega essa porra aí, seus trouxas!
I'd rather not be blown up.
gente vai se fuder junto! Avante em direção à posição! Chegue mais perto dele!
Bebida alcoólica não é permitida nesta área. Violadores estarão sujeitos à prisão.
Nós não vamos sair daqui enquanto ele não estiver morto! Cagada, pô!
Devido a uma emergência, todas as bagagens estão sendo retidas. Por favor, dirijam-se até a próxima saída e aguardem maiores instruções de como recuperar sua bagagem.
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge. Maybe they were in the next terminal. I'd keep looking until Victor sent me a postcard from Miami.
Qualquer atividade suspeita deve ser relatada imediatamente. Em caso de emergência, por favor, mantenha a calma e siga as instruções dos funcionários do aeroporto.
Fiquem prontos!
Alô, filha da puta, vai!
Devido a uma emergência, não há estacionamento.
The tram to the next terminal was down the escalators.
Devido a uma emergência, todas as bagagens estão sendo retidas. Por favor, dirijam-se até a próxima saída. Como recuperar sua bagagem.
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. I could deal with my remaining substance abuse issues when this was all over. It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both. And we were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes. Son of a bitch! It didn't work out like that. Of course there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me. It was perfect. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express.
Você não passa nunca nada pra mim! Isso dói!
I felt like I'd missed out on the joke, and it was a real good one.
Come on.
Aí, cara! Você tá legal? Você tá bem? Tô fudido, porra!
This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
Eu tenho tudo sob controle. Tenha uma boa viagem, senhor.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker!
Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! Não! Não!
I just want to do my job,
Do you understand this place, Max? Look what you've become, Mr. Payne! Another fucking terrorist! What do you expect to achieve here, Mr. Payne? No one is paying you to be here, Max. Still
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close! Guys
are running in over on the right! Look out! Right! Come on!
Come on! We've got a flight to catch!
It's not going to take off without us! The car!
That about sums it up.
They've set up a roadblock. They behave like an army, and they're equipped like one. Behind the desk!
If only I'd been one of them, too! That's them! Asshole! Your career's coming down with that plane! Let's get it over with!
Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk. You'll walk with a limp!
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is
justice.
underway. Local residents expressed outrage and say they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's dark in some places, but it's sunny everywhere else. Over to Marisol with the weather.